What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Overly Rockham. Today I got something special for you guys. I haven't done a collection video yet. I've downsized the grip. I probably would have like over 60 shoes. I cut it down to under 15. Just to simplify things a little bit. So I'm gonna go, do them each. Start off with the non-Jordans, and then the majority of my collection is Jordans. So it's only a couple that's not. So I'm gonna start off with those. Yeah, man, I've been MIA, so I figured it's a good way to kind of come back and, set the tone for what I'm going to continue to do after this. So let's get right into it, man. First shoe we have is a slept-on shoe. We have the blue suede, I almost said 12s, because that's what they reminded me of. But the blue suede Air Force Ones. This was a very slept-on shoe. I think Air Force Ones are a wonderful shoe to start off with if you're looking for quality and just different what's the word for it, just variety. If you're looking for a variety of different designs and things like that, I think Air Force Ones are a perfect thing to collect. It was a dude who I work at who had a gang of Air Force Ones. They go for like 80 bucks, you know what I'm saying? Most of the time they go on sale. This is a good way to just build your collection if you're trying to start off. But we got the blue suede high Air Force Ones. This was my favorite out of the little collection they did with the gun bottom. I had the black ones. I let those go. They weren't necessary. I want the red ones, but I'm just waiting for them to kind of come to me. But yeah, man. So this is what we're gonna start off with, man. We got the blue suede Air Force Ones. Just a dope shoe, man. Like this is one of my favorites as far as the Air Force Ones go. My actual only Air Force One. We're gonna go on to the next one. We have the only Foamposite in my collection, which is the black Gucci foams, the pros, I believe, because they got the Nike sign on there. I had like over 10 pairs of foams, man. I kind of just kind of weeded them out from there. This was the one that I'm just gonna hold on to this. I'm not gonna let this one go. I had the white Gucci's, but I felt like as far as the Gucci colorway, this shoe did it the best. Like, it just goes really well with the black. It's a matte black. It's timeless because the bottom won't yellow. This part is relatively easy to clean off. You know what I'm saying? You got that red and green little Gucci theme Nike check right there. Just a dope shoe, man. Even the little aglets right here, that's clean. So my favorite Foamposite, my only Foamposite in my collection, we got the black Gucci Foamposites. The next one is I don't know the name of these, but it's an Adidas Pro Model. It's a European exclusive. It didn't release out here in the United States. My sister got it for me when she was in Paris. It's all leather on the inside. Just a clean shoe, man. You got the black and gold little Adidas in the back, as well as in the front. The checks right here are suede. Like, it was just a premium material Pro Model. You know what I'm saying? And just the fact that you can't get it out here, I thought that was dope, man. I thought about letting it go a few times, but because it was a gift from my sister and it's something you can't get back, I think I'm going to hold on to this, man. But we got the Adidas Pro Model. Once again, the gold aglets just go wonderfully with the whole red theme. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I might get some some leather laces for these. I got some black leather laces. I don't know if that'll go well. I kind of like the whole red thing, but I might switch them and just see what they look like. But yeah, so we got the Adidas Pro Model right here. All right, let's start off with the Jordans, man. We're gonna go in order. We got the ones, the All-Star ones. These were the best out of the whole little, I want to say collection, the All-Star collection for this year as far as Jordan goes. And they were fire, man. The sixes were dope too. Like, they are dope. I had a pair, I let mine go, but it's crazy that Jordans are just not, you know what I'm saying, selling out like they used to, which is a good thing, because that means everybody gets a chance to get them. And you also can save money when it comes to shopping at the outlets, because you're most likely going to find at least a couple of retros there, you know what I'm saying, for at least, $75 off the price. But yeah, man, this was the only shoe that I held on to as far as the All-Star weekend went. Very soft, comfortable shoe. Jordan 1s have actually turned out to be the most comfortable Jordan for me, which was new, you know what I'm saying, because I wasn't a huge Jordan 1 fan. I used to think they looked like dunks. Like, I was like, it's kind of boring, you know what I'm saying, but once I got them, they look great on feet and they're comfortable. and that's what's really important, you know what I'm saying, in the long run. So we got the Jordan 1 All-Stars. On to the next Jordan 1 is the OG Jordan 1 Royals. This was probably the most anticipated release for this year. Took me a while to get my size, man. Like, it wasn't that it wasn't available. I just didn't really want to pay for it. Like, I had a size 13, which I paid for. And I was trying to trade, and, you know, not a whole lot of people want to do no size swaps. So I ended up having to just sell them, and then I just went and bought these. But I got them for a decent price. I think I paid like $200, I think, which is cool, you know what I'm saying? They definitely know how to resale value of the band ones. I think just as far as how many pairs were produced, that's what kind of, you know, really sets the tone for resale value. But dope shoe nonetheless, man. Very, really comfortable. I've already wore it a couple times. Probably the go-to shoe when it comes to just throwing something on, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we got the OG Royal 1 Jordan 1s. Alright, next shoe up is the only Jordan 2 in my collection, the best colorway in my opinion. We have the infrared Jordan 2s. Nobody likes this model. Like, besides the Just Don collection, like, nobody really messes with Jordan 2s like that. I thought it looked good. I thought this was the best colorway. The Just Dons were cool. Like, the blue one is dope, you know what I'm saying? The tan one, or beach colorway, it's cool. Like, if somebody gave it to me, I'd get it, but I'm not finna pay all that. Like, it ain't that serious to me. But I had the chance to get these for a steal. I think I paid like 30 bucks for them, and I just jumped at it, man. It was a deal. So, Jordan 2 infrareds. Alright, we're going to move on to the Jordan 3s. We have the True Blue 3s that released the end of last year. This shoe was slept on, man. You can still find it now, which is crazy because I thought it was dope. Like, yeah, the materials weren't super soft and all of that, but you had the Nike Air on the back, which is the OG style. You got the red tongue, so it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was dope, man. You know what I'm saying? But it was smart to wait for a lot of people just because it was $220. And that's a lot for a shoe. Like, when you're grown, it's not a big deal because it's like, oh, okay, that's fine. $220, you know what I'm saying? A portion of my check. But for somebody in high school or just, you know, somebody who ain't got it like that, $200 is a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm glad that they dropped the prices. That way everybody could get them. I think that just because of the amount of shoes that are made, determines the hype. Like, if this shoe was limited, same quality, everything like that, same quality, I believe that it would have been way more hyped. Like, if it was hard to get, no matter the quality or not, like, people would have went after it. They would have been like, oh, I need those, because people like to get stuff that everybody can't get, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so this is one of my favorites in my collection. Top 3 easy, you know what I'm saying? So we got the True Blue 3s. Alright, we're going on to another one of my favorites, man, which is the OG Black Cement 3s. Well, I guess it's not the OG because it ain't got the Nike on the back, but these were definitely high on my list. I had them at one point, but they were too big. Then I had another pair, but the quality wasn't as good. This one was in really good quality when I grabbed it. I got it for a decent price, and just it's a must-have. You gotta have these. Like, they go with everything: jeans, shorts, all of that. I repainted mine, which I probably shouldn't have done, but it was just cracking, man. I don't like the cracking, but besides that, man, they still look clean. I could touch up. I was just looking at them. I see little spots I could touch up on, you know what I'm saying? But dope shoe, man. This is probably one of my favorites as well. Most of these shoes are gonna be my favorites. Like, I kept the shoes that I liked a lot. Jordan 3 Black Cements. We're gonna move on to the next shoe, which is the Fire Red 4s. These are the only 4s I have in my collection. I had the Royalty 4s. Like, I recorded this video yesterday, and I had them and I let them go yesterday. So, you know what I'm saying? Just because I wasn't really wearing them like that, and I wanted to get some Yeezys, man. So I got those on the way. You know what I'm saying? I'll do the review for you guys when I get them in hand. But just a dope shoe, man. Like, this is a shoe you don't see all the time. At least clean like this. Like, these released in what, 2011, 2012. Like, that's 5 years ago. So when I seen it, I said, oh, I need those. Whatever I had to do to get them, I got them. So um, which was for a decent price, man. Like the resale on these ain't as big as high as I thought. You know what I'm saying? But I figured let me grab it because on the list of shoes to release in like the OG colorways, I think this isn't that high on the list. I think the next one's probably going to be the Breads. Then you got a few others that are in front of those. You know what I'm saying? I'm in front of these, so I figured let me grab them, man. I had the Military 4s. This is definitely softer than the Military 4s, but I just didn't need them. You know what I'm saying? So at one point I had probably like 8 pairs of 4s. And these are the ones that made the cut, man. I'm still looking for the Fear 4s, man. So that's the next one that I'm really trying to get, which I got kind of in the making. So we'll see if it work out. But yeah, we got the Fire Red 4s. We're gonna move on to the next shoe. I don't have any 5s, no 6s, no 7s, no 8s or 9s. I got a pair of 10s, so I'm gonna get into those right now. We have the 10s from the CDP pack. I don't know if they're the stealth 10s. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? But these were in the CDP pack. I got them for $15. So as you guys see, it has the sole separation, which I'm currently working on, like right now. And we'll see how it turns out. But the originals have like that gray kind of ashy material. I think it's like a nubuck, and I just painted over them. I don't know how long that's gonna last or if it's gonna crack. It probably will crack, but hey, I just got them just to kind of see what I could do with them because they were only 15 bucks. But yeah, man, still a dope shoe. I'm not a huge 10 fan. Yeah, I'm not a huge 10 fan, so we'll see if these last. You know what I'm saying? But I figured $15, why not? So let's move on to the next one. We have a Grail of mine shoe I was happy to get. I'll probably never let go unless they bring them out again. We have the Cool Gray 11s. Now this shoe was just, I don't know what it is, man. It's my favorite Jordan in my collection. I don't know what it is about it. It just looked real clean on feet. I always liked it growing up. I remember seeing this shoe. I could never afford Jordans like that. And even in high school, like if I did have money to get a shoe, I was all about the 2 for $89 deals. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all went to school when I went to school, that's, you know, that was the thing to get. You get 2 Adidas Shell Toes, or Air Force Ones were a lot cheaper. You know what I'm saying? So I was more about trying to stretch my dollar than going after one Jordan. You know what I'm saying? But these fire. Like I was hoping they released these this year, but they probably not. Hopefully next year, man. Because the what is it? The Midnight Navy 11s and the red ones, I thought it was cool. It's gonna be a dope little winter release. I think the blue ones are gonna sit, honestly, just because it's so close in release dates, that I think everybody's going after the red ones. We've been waiting for those for years. The blue ones kind of look like blue Concords, which are nice. If I can get both, I'm gonna get both. You know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely getting the red ones. But yeah, man. So we got the Cool Gray 11s, favorite and number 1 in the collection. I gotta give these number 1, man, and that's hard. But these are my favorites, man. We're gonna go on to the next one. We have the Space Jam 11s. This shoe is dope as well. Like I was looking forward to this. I remember the movie growing up. I didn't get any of the other releases before. People wanted a grip for them. I wasn't gonna pay that. So when they said they're releasing these, man, and you know what I'm saying, even with the high patent leather, like it took some getting used to, but it looks dope, man. It looks clean on feet. It's comfortable. And yeah, man, definitely one of my favorites. He had the 45 on the back, which was different, but you know what I'm saying, anybody who watched Space Jam, like I was you know, little when it came out, and I went to the theater to watch it. You know what I'm saying? And that was a big deal because Michael Jordan was that nigga at the time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, Space Jam 11s. We're going on to the last 2 in my collection, which are the Flu Game 12s. Another iconic shoe. I remember seeing the game twice. I seen it once when I was younger, like when it happened. I was into basketball, but I wasn't conscious of kind of what's, you know, the magnitude of how big of a deal it was. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of grew up more in the Kobe era, but I did see Jordan play. I remember when he left. I remember when he came back. But this game specifically, I watched it again as I got older, and it just showed so much heart. So when they said they were releasing it, I knew I had to have them. They were one of the most comfortable Jordans for me, and they look really good on feet. One of my favorites as well. So yeah, man, we got the Flu Game 12s. Last but certainly not least, we have one of my favorites in my collection, which is crazy because I've said that for so many shoes. You know what I'm saying? But we got the Playoff 13s, man. This was supposed to release this year, June 20th. Turns out that it didn't release. I heard it was gonna release in Europe. That didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So I was hurt, man, because I let mine go. So I had to pick these up. I had to restore them and everything. Which I did a decent job, man. I only paid $30 for him, so that was a steal in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But just a clean shoe, man. It's crazy because I think that Jordan is oversaturating the game with so many shoes that it makes the people feel like they're falling off. Even though they're so far ahead of Adidas, it's not possible for, you know, even Yeezys. It's not possible for them to catch up to Jordans, just because Jordan's at the point where he can just now re-release shoes. And I feel like Kanye, yeah, he could, you know what I'm saying, Adidas, they could release, you know, the V1s again, the Turtle Doves. And they probably would sell out because a lot of people missed out on them. But after a while, it gets boring. Like, it's just the same model and it's the same colorway. And don't get me wrong, because I like Yeezys. Like, they're comfortable. They took some getting used to. When I first seen them, I'm like, those are ugly. I tried them on and I was like, okay, these are kind of clean. You know what I'm saying? You style them a certain way. But I think that what's happening is that because of the fact that it's so much hype behind Kanye, which I don't get. Like, he's not even that good of a rapper. Like, I understand that he has had some hits, and I like old Kanye better. You know what I'm saying? He seemed more humble and just it wasn't as weird. Like, Kanye's a weirdo. Like, keep it a buck with you. He's weird. His clothing style is weird. Like, the dude just seemed weird. He's musically, he's dope. You know what I'm saying? He makes some dope beats. He's a really good producer. He has hit songs, but if you think about it, like, right now, what song does he have out? Like, somebody like Drake. Drake is killing Kanye, like, musically and everything. Like, but Kanye has the beats on his side, and you know he was a producer before, and he's with Jay-Z and everything. But I just feel like a lot of people put hype behind that. So it's like he'll come out with what is it, season 1, and the whole season little thing with the clothes. They look like homeless clothes. Like, he looked like you could go to the thrift store and make them clothes. Like, let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? The tour shirts that became big, and you know, other YouTubers and everybody started using them. Like, they look like swap meet $10 shirts you can have printed in 10 minutes. Like, let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Jordan has such a brand that their quality of even their clothing greatly surpasses Adidas. You know what I'm saying? Adidas is a, you know, respectable company. Don't get me wrong. Shell toes, like, they have history as well. But I think that as far as just the Yeezys and Kanye, like, he's pretty much living off of the Nike Yeezys. Like, that's really where he became popular when it came to shoes. Now, I'm not saying that the Yeezys aren't cool, you know what I'm saying? Well, at least the 350s. The 750s or whatever. And the boots are trash. Like, nope. Who wears those? Like, realistically speaking, if you seen that shoe next to a Timberland, what shoe are you getting? You're going to get the Timberland. Like, people just kind of get the Yeezys because it's hype, and everybody can't get them because they sell out. So, anyway, man, sorry it was like a mini rant. I like Kanye, some of Kanye's music, but I do think he's weird, and I think that a lot of his things that he does are kind of hyped up by everybody else, so it makes kids get into it, and it's just weird, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, hit that sub button. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. This was my shoe collection video. It's small, but I like every single one of my shoes, and that's what's important. So anybody who's trying to build a shoe collection, just get what you like, man. Even if it's Air Force Ones or if it's Roshis, like, you can get such good deals at outlets that you could be paying $30 a shoe and turn around and have 40, 50 pairs of $30 shoes, and somebody else may have a couple of Yeezys or a couple of J's, but you still got a fresh pair to rock every day, man. So yeah, hit that sub button. Appreciate you guys rocking with me. It's your boy Overly Rockin'. We out of here.
Jumpin'. Ain't nobody tellin' this ain't what they want me. You ain't really write it on like who's your stomach. Bet the Maybach, I been really starting.